Alright. We are back, guys. For more Doki Doki experience, I guess. I forgot how I already voiced these people. Oh my god, this is horrible. Okay, so... Hi again, Jeru. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. What? That's... Okay. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Literally can't freaking talk. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jeru. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. For you, Yuri? It's not. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it?
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack.
Shut up, Natsuki, I hate you.
Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
How about you go stay in a corner and sob there for all eternity and never talk to me again?
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Yeah, you have a big mouth! Okay, never mind. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. It's what you get. I want to call you something mean, but that's what you get.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Yeah, Yuri, I'm dependable. That's freaking right.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh my god, how clumsy is this girl?
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? Are you jelly? I would love you to be jelly. Oh! I might be a little jealous.
Sorry, I can't keep a straight face while saying that. I just read her mind.
Okay.
How come? You and Jared can become good friends too.
Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just puts me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri.
Eh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. That's fucking right. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Definitely, you're your best girl. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Ooh!
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
Aw, thank you!
And we could, you know,
hang out? You wanna hang out, Yuri?
Discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so freaking cute? I know, right? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. I read a lot, okay? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
And now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book.
I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is how do I say this? Fuck it. Around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Yes! 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 I am too. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Oh yeah, that's true. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Rapper! More than that, she seems to be the first. Oh, she seems to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Because she wants us to have a pair! I'm done. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
That's so cute. She's adorable. And she likes tea. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. She likes me! She fucking... Oh, I can't say that, can I? That Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
Man, that is dark! Holy crap! Well, I guess because you like dark stuff. That's kind of, it's kind of dark, isn't it? You said that! Why is it saying what I just said? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Aww, she's adorable!
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jeru?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. I did not, I remembered.
She's so shy and repulsive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they want their own goals. Oh, what? But because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they have believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
Wow! I love her. Guys, I love Yuri. I'm marrying her right now.
I'm rambling, aren't I?
No! No, keep talking!
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize! I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
Frick no! Frick no! I'll shut up and listen to you. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. That's right, Jeru. The least you can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the yes, I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder. Maybe she is reading, like, behind you. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. She's not. She's the main attraction. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. What?
Sorry? I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Yes! We're reading together! Yuri Jeru! Yes! What would our couple name be? Jury? Jury! Yes! Done! Jury! It's done. That's the couple name now. Jury.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each learn in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. That's right, guys. Yuri officially mine. It's actually kind of distracting me how big her beautiful personality is, you know? It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Oh, of course! Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. For a second! I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
You're your best girl!
Yeah.
Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You Think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Jeru! Sam! Why are you always here? Go away!
But Jeru, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, Monica! Monica! Who told you we needed your help? Why now of all times? Why? I hate this girl. I hate Monica, guys. Official now that I hate Monica more than Natsuki. I hate Monica. Okay, let's stop the hate. You might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? No! You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Yes! Yes!
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. That'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, sure. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can barely see Monica's pristine handwriting. Oh, I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Does this character particularly like Monica? I should have not renamed it Jeru. I should have not named it Jeru then, because Jeru is for Yuri. Yuri for the win! Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to? Yuri! 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 Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yeah, that's right. That's right. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant...
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Okay. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Okay, of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it'll come with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily. Dreamily! As if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? That's true. Ghosts under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jero.
Really?
I must have
totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than all simple story paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her little remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it.
That's what she said! I'm so dead.
I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jero.
That's right, Yuri. You do your best for me, girl. Ah, me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayuri, because she's my best friend.
This is a good poem, Jero. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. And I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it so seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really... What? It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Really? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jeru. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. It's only for Yuri. Anyway, then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the only way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? What kind of poem is this? So me. I would have done this too. I'd be like, I want bacon. Or pancakes. Sayuri. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Huh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yes, it sounds just like her. Clumsy and has an attention span of a kid, of a 2-year-old. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I need eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki, because I hate Monica. Jeru, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home! What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Yes. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Why am I reading these ugly poems? I want to go back to Yuri! Yuri's poem, the best poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because it's dumb? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment because I am freaking done with her BS. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess that's noble of you to do. Who should I show my poem to? I don't want to show my poem to Monica. Is there an option to not show my poem to her? God damn it. Hi, Jeru. Having a good time so far? Bitch. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jeru. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Sure. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Jeru. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Ha ha. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the what? Nonsense? Nonsense. Okay. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Ugh, no one is. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Okay, thank you. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. I stutter a lot today. Why? Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find things that suit you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I do want to impress Yuri. What are you talking about? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Actually, no, I do not. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, I'm ready for your poem, girl. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's creepy. And my room is dark. I'm scared.
I don't like Monica. That gave me chills, guys! What the hell? I want to open my lights now, but it's too dark.
So, what do you think?
It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful, or really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
Dude, you are creepy.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
Oh, thank you. That's actually a very good point. Thank you for that tip.
Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thanks.
Phew.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. That was very stressful. The last part was freaking creepy. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Hey! Stop being mean to her, okay? I will fight you, you little girl. I will fight you.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Wow, this girl,
I want to crush her skull. I am not scared anymore. I'm mad.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jeru did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to...
Ooh, she's tough now. So I better say this with a little bit of conviction.
I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jeru liked my poem too, you know.
I loved her poem more, by the way.
He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Jeru appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do everly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jerry started showing up. Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jeru, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
You can shut the hell up.
What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning would jump out of the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Jeru.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings, and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jeru?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Let's go, Yuri! Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Oh, well, that's...
But there's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
Oh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did! It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at the point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. Her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. I didn't want her to do that. I just wanted her to take... Come on. Now that was mean of me. Now I feel bad. Fudge!
Natsuki...
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No! Yuri! How could anyone not have forgotten... What? How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Jeru. You're too kind to me. I'm thankful to have a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know...
Oh, your boobs?
I would never do anything so shameful. So...
Huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Come on, you forgot about it already? Every man would have noticed that they said boobs. Every man. Does that mean I'm a man?
Shit. Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea.
You go make some tea, Yuri! Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Jeru, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Oh god, excuse me. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination to impress Yuri!
Jeru, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. That's true. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people.
You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Jeru, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in this club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun!
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna go impress Yuri again. Let's do this. Let's see. What does she like? Hopeless. What? God damn it. That's true. She likes those things. Suicide. Wrath. Sticky lust. Ha, she likes lust. Oh my god. She's cute. Unrestrained tragedy. What? God damn it. I don't want Sayori. Ambient treasure. Sunset. God damn it. Assistance. Disaster. And god damn it. God damn it! I'm getting Sayori! I'm done. God damn it. God damn it! God damn it! No! No! I think I got Sayori. Oh no! Fudge! I didn't read that, god damn it. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Alright, so that's it for today. I am going to end it here, and I'm going to play it again on the next time, I guess. Thanks everyone, and keep those teas warm.